At last. At last. All these years later, here's me, strolling out of a toilet stall.
We're leaving.
Ian, are you ready to talk about it?
I'm ready.
Then let us begin. So here we are in the construct, a room I thought we could discuss the movie in. Thoughts?
Yeah, why do you look so old and tired?
I thought it'd be appropriate. Well, there's lots to talk about.
So this is some content that we were both very much in touch with.
Yeah.
We grew up with this.
Yeah, man. It was awesome back in the day.
Yeah, I was a good age for the original Matrix. And I loved it. So I had some high hopes.
I love the first one, and I think the Animatrix is awesome, but I think the second and third ones are not as good as the first one.
Oh, they had their moments. They had their
They had their moments,
Had some interesting characters, some
Yeah.
some cooler fighting, I don't know, some
Yeah.
bit more delving into Neo and...
But the first one is
The
kind
first-
of perfect and doesn't... Yeah, they kind of had to make sequels, I guess.
Based.
Disappointing.
Disappointing.
I was slightly disappointed with those ones, especially the third one. But this one, that makes them look pretty damn good.
Yeah, I thought it was at least better on the rewatch because there are lots of little hints and Easter eggs from the original Matrix that are littered throughout, which is slightly interesting. Still didn't make it a good movie, but...
Yeah.
You got some thoughts there, old man?
Well,
Sonny.
let's go through some of the cool things from the old one and see if they did it in this one too.
Yeah, no,
so
it's a great setup.
we got cool martial arts.
It did. So this one had just very average martial
It
arts.
said
right?
zero martial arts.
Yeah.
It says just randos rumble. It's rumble, a shaky cap, and force push.
Yeah. And like, I don't know.
Found that disappointing. Because it's like 20 years on from something groundbreaking. But it does not progress. It's just...
There was all this effort put into the first one to choreograph some cool fight scenes, man. And in this one, they don't look choreographed, and they put in these like zombie things that sort of just charge your protagonists.
Yeah, it's bull rush.
And like scratch at them almost, and it's awful.
Yeah, it's just bull rush.
The fighting's awful.
It's terrible. But, on the plus side, let's talk about the gunplay.
Oh, wow. High expectations again. First one has amazing scenes, epic scenes, very memorable scenes to do with gunfighting. And in this one, everyone seems to have forgotten how to shoot. You stand still, out in the open.
My favourite scene in the movie is when Morpheus has his gun battle with the SWAT team at Neo's office, and he stands in the open in one spot and fires at a group of guys who are all behind cover.
Oh, my favourite one, similarly, is where Bugs has been caught by some agents on a rooftop, and she runs away in a straight line, and they all shoot at her, and they all miss her, and she even turns around, stands still, and fires a few shots. Misses, obviously, and continues running. But at least, the first one, it looked really cool, people dressed cool, there were some very well shot scenes, so I was expecting that with this one again, but no!
The cinematography. Well, in the first one, they had some kind of painterly shots, they had some cool movement, they had a combination of movement and nice framing into other nice frames.
Yes.
Transitions, excellent transitions. In this one, it just looks like TV, like some TV show.
Yeah, it might be suffering from shooting a movie during the COVID pandemic, where people aren't allowed to be in the same room, and you're not allowed months of sweating near each other.
Also, he's John Wick. Surely he can learn things and do them awesomely and execute them well.
No,
Utilize.
Nah, all he needs is the force push. Once you got the force, That's it.
Force push.
Yeah, Neo, you used to be cool, man. And agents used to be formidable.
Yeah, so Smith is one of the coolest characters in the Matrix lore. He was massively influential in the original trilogy. So, in this one,
He was also,
he's played by a different guy.
not to mention, yes, he's a balance, isn't he? To Neo.
In this one, he's still around, but it's not him, and it's a different Matrix, so he's not an agent, he's just a program.
And
That's there
And he doesn't realise he's Smith until certain events happen.
until he sees Neo getting shot at, and then he just becomes Agent Smith.
It's the loosest, most weak.
It's weak.
It's weak.
Should have just made him a different guy. He can beat up the analyst who has special powers. He's got those special powers somehow that Neo doesn't have. It doesn't make any sense, bro.
Spoilers.
Oh, I'm not recommending you watch it, so I don't care about spoilers.
Well, then you talk about the ending where it's revealed that Trinity is just as important and is the one, as well as Neo. So, if you're talking a balance, where's Mrs. Smith? Where's Mrs. Smith? Agent Smith needs a balance as well now.
True. If you really wanted to give Trinity powers, you would have had the actress in the movie more, given her more lines, and paid her more money. But it seems more like she did some standing in a mechanic's room while Neo walked in slow motion, and then at the end looked like an old lady trying to fly. But then beats up someone at the end. You're like, oh, that's pretty cool.
She saves Neo.
She punched some people.
Morpheus, Dorpheus, Morpheus, go eat some walruses.
Oh, Morpheus. Pointless.
New Morpheus. He's a part of the... oh god, Neo in the... oh my god. Neo's in the Matrix, right?
Hold on, what?
That's right!
He's just another character who, like Smith, suddenly is a different person completely.
Yeah.
For very little reason.
Well,
He was looking in the mirror.
has a shave.
Has a shave and is in the mirror, sees the code just for a second, but that was enough. It was like somebody woke him up.
Yeah.
Well, they could have had like an old Morpheus in this.
Yep.
They could have used Lawrence Fishburne. Instead, they told some slapdash history of what happened to Morpheus, like two passing sentences.
Yeah, they say that, oh, here's Morpheus, one of your good mates. Yeah, he believed in you so much that it all went real bad and it's your fault. And then Neo's like, I'm sorry. That I saved everyone. It's like,
Dude. If there was someone I would have liked to have seen running IO, it would have been someone like Morpheus. Not Niobe.
no one likes Niobe.
Ah,
Oh, I'm serious. I'm just serious.
just a wet blanket.
We didn't free anyone for 80 years, but we got strawberries now. I'm sure Neo was like, it's great. The coolest thing in the movie was the 5 seconds we saw that there was a machine civil war after the first Matrix. Then,
Wouldn't that
then the
make
new
it?
Matrix came up.
That would make a legitimate good movie on its own, would it not?
Would be. It'd be interesting, but no, it's more interesting to... I don't know. I don't even know. This is like, there's nothing in this movie where you're like, oh, that was worth watching. That part was cool. It's like, no, there's like...
So, love will prevail again.
Yeah, the whole idea that Neo is willing to risk that entire city just to get to find out if Trinity's interested. It's weird. Why not? Why not? What? There's just so many questions, and they're not questions like, what is the Matrix? Ooh, mysterious. They're questions like, what?
That doesn't make sense.
Why?
Yeah. Why would the robots leave them unprotected? Like, why is this Neo and Trinity's proximity in the Matrix?
Yeah.
I mean, outside of the Matrix, charge the robot city really well, just because those two are close together?
Why don't they put them in instanced content so that they don't have to interact yet can be really close to each other and generate all this power, which is supposedly the whole point. Why not have that? Why have a machine introduce Neo to Trinity?
Why have Agent Smith essentially as the boss of Neo?
Yeah.
This analyst was really playing with fire. He was asking for trouble. and he
Why
got it.
have a game series that the world is aware of that raises the possibility that you might live in a simulation? Why would you do that to everyone? Why would you drop the big hint? It's just like seems stupid. That's one of the main problems, is that machines are like human level intelligence, which makes no sense.
Yeah. Well, an interesting aspect of this is
Over
some
60
robots.
years they didn't get any smarter.
Well, some robots now work with the humans. I thought that was quite an interesting point that
Yeah.
wasn't really used enough.
You could tie that into a civil war with the machines type of, like, they fled because of the war, and
The fact in this one that you can get out, you used to need a hard line, right? Now you just need a reflection.
yeah, a mirror.
Oh my god, or like a shard of broken glass.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what? If you really want to know what's going on in this movie, I recommend subtitles, because there's some
Modal?
essential.
Modal? I'm in the modal. Modal? He's in a modal. He's been...
Yeah, so there's some essential dialogue that you need to know and understand, and it's said quite quickly, quite often. Subtitles. Hit it up.
Don't watch it. I was like, what the hell's going on
It's
here?
human level stupidity.
It's so dumb. Like, dumber than humans. Humans would have guards.
It's kind of like the lamest heist you've ever seen. They just stroll in, grab what they want, and leave.
No, it's real dramatic, because you gotta unplug Trinity, but her body and the consciousness has to go into the other person for a second.
It didn't even look cool.
No,
It looked awful.
it looked lame.
There's that terrible shot where Grandma is yelling. Oh,
Ah, yes. I see that you know your judo well.
I personally give this like a 2 out of 10.
oh, you'll be rating it.
Yeah, and I'm saying don't see it, it's crap.
I'm not rating it. Not doing it.
Slightly interesting parts, which is the parts that I'm giving it 2 points for, and everything else, no. No.
Bad Matrix.
Yourself?
Nah. I'm not gonna put a number to it.
Huh?
Or it could be a 0 or a 1.
Alright.
Right. Oh yeah, if you do want to watch some good Matrix content, Fat in the Matrix, that's what you want to see.
This is the new Fat in the Matrix.
Do you think that's air you're breathing?